Okay, we can start now. We can figure it out as we go.
Okay. Hi everyone. This is Jayla, Sickfit, and go
What?
talk.
Hi, my name is It's Juju F. I run my own channel where I talk about films and all sorts of other shit
I,
regards to furry stuff.
yeah, I do too, except I haven't like posted in a while. This is Furs on Film. This is just like we're gonna talk about films on this podcast. It's not really like related to the furry thing. It's just because we're both furries.
It's just a little gimmick.
Yeah.
But yeah, today, what are we doing today, Jayla?
We're talking about Sinners and Tenet.
Whoa!
What the fuck?
Wow, what a huge and significant week in film. Where we get a movie like Sinners, a
And
very much
Tenet.
original horror film directed by an acclaimed black director, Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, it's directed by Ryan Coogler. Stars Michael B. Jordan and Michael B. Jordan and Miles Katzen and Haley
Hmm.
Steinfeld. Well, it says Seinfeld. Fuck. What
Yes,
movies
there's
have you
just
got
so
before
much to
then?
say about Sinners. I don't even know where to begin. But it was such an amazing experience. I've already watched it 3 times, and it's been out for a couple weeks at this point.
You watched
By
it a
the time
third
of
time? What the
recording,
fuck did you watch it a third time?
yeah, I watched it third time. I have AMC A list, which gives me 3 movies a week.
You use them all in Sinners.
No, no, I didn't use it all in Sinners, but I watched it once when it first came out. I watched it with family. I didn't pay for that one, and then I watched it a third time to yesterday. So I kind
Oh,
of it was stretched out. It wasn't like in the same week.
crazy.
But yeah, Sinners. It's such an amazing experience, especially when watching it in IMAX. It is it's so much of an enhanced experience watching it in IMAX versus regular or like Dolby. Like
Yeah, I didn't.
genuinely game changing in regards to that.
I didn't get to see on IMAX because we don't have IMAX over here at least.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, because
Yeah,
in IMAX, there's certain scenes that hit so hard in
yeah,
IMAX. Like,
like
for example, the
I go to
scene where
love
they're. Oh wait, I don't want to spoil it. We don't
uh
want to spoil anything.
I know we can do spoilers. I don't care.
Oh, okay. So that one scene where, oh yeah, spoiler alert, by the way. That one scene where they were all coming to get, or that Miles Canton was singing, right? He was first introduced, and then he started singing, and then so much eras of black culture came in and started dancing together. That shit
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
hit so hard in IMAX. Yeah, they did that whole thing where like it slowly like expanded. Oh, they did that multiple times throughout the film, and every single time it hit, it fucking hit. But that was the one scene that was like genuinely like awe inspiring. Like that was the scene that had me. That had me. It just had me. Like I
Yeah,
was, I was best movie of the year just from that scene alone. I mean, obviously, there's so many other elements of this movie that I enjoy, but that scene alone was whoa. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
because like
it's rare that. Oh,
it's
go
like
ahead.
uh, shit, I don't know how to say it. It's just like that scene was like insane on its own. I can't imagine like on IMAX or anything. It's like that's like
Yeah.
it's too crazy. It's like
Yeah, definitely try to get the Blu-ray because I heard the Blu-ray will be including that enhanced version. Because, like I said, there are multiple scenes that have that enhanced version, and it genuinely feels like a different experience when it does that. And I don't know how they did that because usually, like, you watch an IMAX movie and it's like, oh, that's cool. But like Sinners, you need to watch it in IMAX. That is the absolute best way of watching a movie like that, and it's rare that a movie like really touches me like that, where it's like, oh my god, I have to watch that in one format and one format only. Right? There are certain movies where I'm like, I know I'm supposed to watch this in IMAX, but I'll be fine if I don't. Sinners, no. I was I watched it in IMAX, then I watched it in Dolby, and I'm like, no, 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 nope,
okay,
mm-mm,
I can't review
I
the movie
can't.
then. I can't review the movie. I didn't watch it in IMAX.
No, let me stop talking about the IMAX stuff. It's just visually speaking, this movie looks absolutely amazing. There's so many. filmmaking aspects and techniques that were used throughout this movie that just hit on another level. What was your favorite like moment in regards to visually speaking?
Shit. I mean, it's probably like that moment and like the end of it, like when like they go to like the fire and like the top of the
The fire
building.
tornado?
Yeah, like that. Not that was it to me. I forgot, but like
It
yeah,
was a fire tornado in the end. I won't
yeah.
spoil that, but there is a fire tornado. It was in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler if you've watched the trailer. But there is a fire tornado.
Are you thinking about like the when they like defeat them, like the vampires? Because I was like thinking about like the end of like the song part with the black cultures.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the ending with
Yeah,
the
no, that was
fire
cool.
tornado.
That was cool as fuck too. But like I was thinking about
Oh
like
yeah,
that,
when
like the
the
end of
whole
that song.
building falls apart. Oops, I hit my mic. When the whole building like burns down to showcase that like, hey, he sees you coming. Or wait, no, he sees you singing. You've now broken down the barrier, and he's coming after you. I love the way they express that without saying a single word. I
Yeah,
was all done visually. That was so beautiful. This whole movie is such a statement about the love that these people have for the genre of music that they're making a movie about, and just vampires in general. Like the way they touch on these elements and themes was done so well. Oh,
yeah. I
there's
like
so
how like
much. There's so much to say. Go ahead.
yeah, like the vampires like being like a allegory for like how like white people like to like gentrify and steal from black culture is like really good
Hmm.
in like a really unique way to
Yeah.
put them
No.
in.
No, absolutely. Like it made me love being black.
Okay,
I'm
well, I'm a
like,
cracker. I'm sorry.
oh, but yeah, no, it's just it's so crazy because like the thematic elements are there, right? And you know what they are. But like if you don't want to watch the movie for that, this movie has so much else. There's so many things you go into this movie for, and you get so much out of it. There's so much depth. There's so much like shit in this movie that you can analyze it for hours and watch it multiple times, getting different things out of it. It's so cool.
Yeah,
Like it's rare that you get a movie like this.
it's a good looking up YouTube for ending explained type movie for people that don't watch movies.
Some random white guy explained to you what the movie was about. But yeah, oh man, Sinners. Like the acting, like there's so many other elements I didn't even mention. The acting was incredible. Having two
Yeah,
Michael B. Jordans, and somehow these two Michael B. Jordans are they act completely different. Like they have these subtle changes where they're you could tell they're twins and they're very similar, but
yeah,
there's these slight differences that add so much character depth and whatnot, and it hits right. You know exactly who you're watching in every scene because every like both Michael B. Jordans act differently.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know how Michael B. Jordan and Ron Coogler did that, but that was magical. Like I, not to say I genuinely believe I was watching two different people, but I was absolutely stunned at how they made that work the way they did. That should not
yeah.
have worked as well as it
There's a
did.
lot of like
There's been
two people. You go,
Yeah, I was about to say there's been a year of like the twins, right?
yeah, like
Mickey
Mickey
17.
17, the monkey, the best movie ever, the Hollow Knights.
I don't even know what that is, but
It's
yeah,
like that's the Robert
I
De Niro
Sinners.
one.
Robert De Niro had a movie this year.
Yeah, like it was like the twin movie.
You say it was a good movie?
It was okay.
Oh, that's probably why I didn't hear about it. So much happened. It's weird because it's been such an empty year, and the Sinners came out, and then oh, and then it hit so hard. But yeah, this has been the year of the twins, and Sinners did it the absolute best. I don't know if there's any other movies that involve twins, but I don't think it's gonna be as good as regards to how the twins dynamics are, especially if they're the same actor.
Yeah,
But yeah, this was just a ton of fun. The action set pieces were done so well. Um, I do have one complaint about the movie, but I'll talk about that
right.
later. But like, what? I'm
You can't
black. I'm allowed
complain.
to talk. I'm allowed to talk shit.
It's a good movie. You can't complain.
I'm black. I can complain. You can't.
Oh.
That's how that works. Just in case anybody. thought that was serious. I was joking. But
You can't be mad.
the action set pieces were so fun. The horror, there wasn't much too much of a focus on the horror aspect, but the horror was there, and the horror was also done very well, especially in that very beginning where they just fucking, damn, they fucking jumped right at you. They were not
Yeah.
holding back. And I loved how the like the writing of it as well is done so well. Like the first act of it just being people talking to each other and like just people having interactions with each other, and the way they made that so like vibrant, like these characters are just so vibrant, right? It's just so fun to watch these characters just like talk and just be like, hey, what's up, it's me, this character, and this is what I do. I don't know how the fuck they make that so engaging for something that isn't really like that complex. But like, yeah, that shit hit. I just enjoyed watching these people interact. That was before, the scene where they're all dancing and shit and singing, and that was also before the vampire stuff. Just watching these people, just, hey, you want to come hang out? Yeah, sure. Just those scenes were absolute baller. Like I was in it. Like I was like, this is so good. And
Yeah,
once again, that's go ahead.
what was the thing you were gonna complain about? Because you just like talked about how much you love the movie more.
Yeah, my only complaint is that it's something that a lot of movies do. But like basically it's a bit handholdy in the third act. There are moments where, they mention that like, oh, this is gonna happen, and then it shows a flashback reminding you that, oh yeah, just letting you know, if in case you forgot, this is what's happening. And it's like,
Yes.
yes, movie. I know. And they did that over and over again in like the last 10 minutes. It was crazy. I was like, yo, movie, I know what's happening. You don't have to hold my hand.
Yeah, I mean,
It
I
felt a
get that
little bit
complaint.
handholdy.
I get that complaint, but I honestly kind of love that part because I don't know how to explain it. It just
I
like
was
works
fine.
really well.
That's fair. Yeah, I was fine with it, but like it got to a point, because keep in mind this is my third time watching it, where they're showing the same scenes over and over and over again, right? Just explaining to me what just happened, and it gets to a point because they do it so many times where they remind you, hey, just letting you know this is what this is, and I don't particularly like when a movie thinks I'm dumb to where they have to tell me that, right? Because I don't get me wrong, these characters are very complex, right? But I don't need a flashback telling me something they said early in the movie, like, oh, when they say something new.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's my only complaint. Because yeah, overall, this is my third time watching the movie, and the fact that that's my only complaint with it just really says a lot about the quality of this film. Because like, even this complaint that I have, just thrown out the window in regards to just how amazing this movie looks. Yeah, sure, I'm seeing the same scene shown to me like I'm stupid, but I liked the way it looks. Like it
yeah,
looks so good. Like, yeah, I guess that is a complaint, but it's barely a complaint when the movie looks that good. I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, show me that same scene again because it looks great.
Uh, I do almost have that complaint, but I think love works like I think the movie makes it work like emotionally at least. Just like
Hmm.
I don't know. I guess like seeing like those things happen again before like everything went to shit. So I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't know. I was gonna talk about the action again. Like Miles Cannon was fucking great in it, and like everyone else also.
Mhm.
But like yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
we're
about
talking
to
about
say the
him.
acting
Let's
and the
talk about the
writing.
songs. Let's talk about the music because like we didn't really talk about the music.
Oh, that is, I did touch a little bit on the music, but the music is what makes this movie work so well. Like the music is such an integral part of this movie and
Yeah,
the experience overall.
it's
Because
like
yeah, it is amazing.
I think like Kugler said that it was meant to be like one by Metallica, like that song in like movie form. Like he was inspired by it at least.
By Metallica? I thought it was inspired by like blues music.
I don't know. It is inspired, but like as like structurally, it's like
Ah,
it's
I
like
guess there is that one moment where they start using the metal guitar, during some of the action set pieces, and I definitely feel like it was definitely done on purpose. There's so many different genres of music that were touched in throughout the soundtrack itself.
yeah,
A
but like
very dynamic
I
soundtrack.
meant like as like a movie structure.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, I
like
haven't listened to enough Metallica to understand that,
yeah. I mean, it's
but
kind of
that
like more
sounds dope.
like a rock ballad. That's what I mean.
Oh, I could definitely see that. I could absolutely see that. A lot of setup for a rock album, but you know what? I can deal. I guess I
Yeah.
gotta listen to some Metallica. Um,
I don't even remember how that
but
song
yeah,
went. I'll be honest. So I don't
you
think
saw what?
I don't know if I don't know if I even heard that song in like full. Anyways, but I think it works either way.
Hmm. But yeah, oh my god, this movie. I don't want to keep going on because obviously there's another movie we have to talk about. But there's just so much to love about this movie. And I don't know when this podcast is coming out, but if you have an opportunity to watch this movie in IMAX, you have to take that chance. You just have to. It's the rule.
Yeah.
It's important.
The video should be coming out like by tomorrow. I'm gonna try to work on it like that.
Okay, cool. And I'll release a video to promote this one. You could cut that out.
Yay! I'm not
Yeah,
cutting
I'm
that
only
out.
making
No, I'm not.
it. Yeah, this is raw. No, no cuts. That's how we do it up in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, the last thing I'll say is that the fact they made that first act work so well between the acting, the writing, the cinematography, just the music. There's so much shit that makes that first act and the rest of the movie work so well together and fluently. Like it's just such a beautiful thing to see. Such an original movie just be this fun to watch. This impressively made movie that says a lot, right? Has a lot to say. It's rare that you see that. It's awesome to see this movie become an event. It made over $40 million in its first opening weekend. Second opening weekend, it once again made over $40 million over the second weekend. That's unheard of, right? For an original horror movie. Like
Ah,
that is insane. All right, I'll have a lot more to say about it later, but like, there's just so much behind this movie that's so interesting, right? Like, I know Ryan Coogler had like a deal with the studio in regards to this project and how he's gonna make money off of it. Something that's gonna change the industry, right, in a good way. And there's so many different aspects to talk about and to really think about and just love, right? There's just mm mm
yeah.
mm.
You went a lot.
Anything else you guys?
You
You
went a
saw
lot.
what?
You've gone like a lot more in depth for like the movie, and that's probably gonna keep happening because I'm not like the best at explaining things, but like uh, but yeah, I agree with like basically everything Julian said. Yeah, it's just like
Yeah, don't mind me. It's just Sinners is just one of those movies that's just I needed a reason to go off about how much I love this movie.
yeah.
Hmm. It's just that good.
The only bad part is that Haley Steinfeld is a Zionist.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is that is true.
but I guess that makes her character work in the movie.
I was about to say, considering that what her character was meant to be. Yeah, no, the irony there. Um, anything else you got to say about this movie, Jayla, before we
Uh,
move on to the next one?
well, I think it's pretty cool that in the credits, Ryan Coogler put "Thank you" to Christopher Nolan, which is cool because the next movie is also Christopher Nolan, Tenet, and it stars John David Washington, Robert Pattinson, Elizabeth Debicki.
Oh
Yeah,
wait, I just realized, don't they share the same composer too, Ludwig
yeah. Ludwig.
Göransson?
I forgot how you say his last name, but yeah.
That's crazy. That
I just
guy's got the
realized
sauce.
I just realized Kenneth Branagh, like the director for like Thor. I guess he's in the Tenet. I did not know that.
Who's in Tenet?
Yeah, he's a director guy. He directed Thor, the first Thor, I guess. Belfast.
Oh, good for him. But yeah. Oh, so do you want to talk about Tenet now?
Yeah,
Okay. Tenet is such a fun movie. It is so weird. It's like it's a movie that doesn't care that it doesn't make any sense. I think that's why it works so well. It's a movie
yeah,
that's just ambitious in a way that doesn't go too far. It just does shit because it wants to.
yeah.
It's like
I
this
think
looks
there's like
cool.
I think there's like a line that kind of like goes to that, like in like early in the movie, like something
You
like
saw
that.
what?
There was like a line that was like kind of like goes back to that like early in the movie.
Oh, yeah, where the character goes like, "Don't try to explain it, just experience it," or something.
You have to just feel it.
And I just feel it. That's what it was. And yeah, no, that is such an important quote for this specific movie. Because, like I said, this movie doesn't make any sense. The more and more I think about it, the less and less it makes sense. But it doesn't make me hate the movie. It makes me want to experience it again and be like, wow, this shit is so cool. Like, whoa. There are so many moments. I think a lot of what makes this movie work is that soundtrack, too. Like, that, the do 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 do. And it's like sci fi, like, I don't know why I can't think of the name. Wavy. You know what I mean? You know what
Yeah.
the music is. It's really good.
Also done by
Soundtrack.
what's his name again? Fuck.
I already said that.
I'm stupid.
Yes, once again done by our boy Ludwig. He's god level composer. Right? Two different movies that have two completely different soundtracks, both
Ludwig
bangers.
Göransson.
Oh,
I think I say his name.
we get close. I'll look it up again.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah, Ludwig Göransson. He's yeah, like he's goaded. That's all I gotta say about that. He's goaded. He's goaded. Yeah, no, Tenet. Yeah, main reason why that movie works so well for me is its soundtrack. It's just so it makes whatever I'm experiencing like hit so much harder. Because I feel like this movie would have been more infuriating if it wasn't for the fact that I was so engaged and immersed in what I was watching. Right, there's so many cool different action sequences that are so weird and wicked, and it's like what? But like, goddamn, that soundtrack makes me think it's so cool.
yeah. I love this movie because like it's like Christopher Nolan at his most Christopher Nolan, if that makes sense. Like, uh,
Yeah, this is a movie where he's just like, I could just make whatever and people like eat it up, and that's
yeah,
what he did with this
it's
one.
like if
He's
you
like, I'm
love
gonna put
Christopher
some.
Nolan, I know this movie's divisive, and it's like if you love Christopher Nolan, you will love this movie. If you don't like Christopher Nolan, you would hate this fucking movie.
Yeah, might as well talk about the complaints on why this movie is so divisive in the first place. One being the lack of its compelling plot and the sound design being like really good in some parts and really bad in others.
I think the sound
I
design
will
is pretty solid.
Yeah, I
I think
think
it
it's
works.
because I think it's the way he designed the film to be
Yeah,
watched in an IMAX experience. The
yeah.
reason, like, trying to watch this on like a TV speaker, it just does not work
I
because
forgot to bring this up, but I also
audio is
kind of
just
like associate Sinners with like a Christopher Nolan movie. Like I feel like it's like very much inspired in like how it's made in that way, and like not just because of like you think Christopher Nolan like has like same
what
tendency has like a lot of, like the same tendencies as like a Nolan movie to me.
Sinners.
Yeah,
Which ones?
like the editing, the sound design, not just because it's like in like IMAX and stuff, but like I don't know.
It's
It's like
just like
harder to explain. It's like harder to explain,
like
but
it
like I don't
feels
know. It just makes sense to me.
like it feels meticulous.
Yeah, and like also like very like big as a movie, like
Hmm.
particularly.
Yeah. What was your favorite action sequence? Because Tenet had so many like cool looking action sequences. It's hard to like choose which one's my favorite.
Shit, I
But do
don't
you
know.
have
It's
one?
hard. Probably like the beginning. I love the beginning a lot. Also
Beginning
liked it when they
is
threw
so good.
Kenneth Branagh off the boat and he hit his head.
Hmm. My favorite was the backwards car chase scene. That shit was
Yeah,
wicked. It was so weird. I'm like, what is happening? My brain does not compute. But what I'm watching is cool as hell. And it makes me want to try to understand it, but I don't. So I just feel it. And it's like, whoa. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's an experience, dog. Like, holy shit. Tenet. It's got the sauce. And I know people out there are like, no, it doesn't got the sauce, right? Like I said, I did complain about its lack of a plot. I mean,
yeah,
obviously, I think it does have a plot, and it thinks it's more compelling than it really is, right? It is a very like simplistic. Like it thinks it's a very complex movie, but the plot is very simplistic, right?
yeah. I
Like
kind of
oh,
like.
here's a dangerous machine, damsel in distress, and a lot of the same kind of cliches you would find in other action movies. But I think obviously this one stands out in how it does it, how it presents itself. I think is
Yeah.
very unique.
I mean, I love the plot either way. Like, I just love how like it's confusing. Not like the plot itself, but like how the movie makes it feel like a lot more confusing than it is. Like how
Yeah,
I think I love this movie because it is confusing. Like it doesn't make much sense.
yeah. I think it's the whole backwards, situation. Which there are moments where it does kind of feel like the gimmick of the movie, but I think they use it so well in
Yeah,
certain scenes that it makes up for it. Right?
yeah.
It doesn't feel like oh,
I think you have like a
like it is.
gimmick in a movie and have it like be like more than just a gimmick. Because like
Yeah, like it feels like it's not just there to be like to make itself stand out. It just happens to stand out because of it.
yeah, like I think like a
Yeah.
very good example of this is like Nickel Boys could have easily just been a gimmick, but like it does it like in like the most expansive way possible. That just
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
God, we need to talk about Nickel Boys at some point. Nickel Boys
Yeah.
is just ooh. I'm not gonna say
Somebody
anything. I don't
voted
want to go on
for the
a whole
poll.
tangent
This
about
is a
Nickel
poll, by the
Boys.
way. This was a poll pick.
That is true. It was a poll pick. And yeah, Tenet. Do you know what Tenet is backwards?
No.
And that's it. You should edit that backwards. Me saying Tenet backwards. um
I got to say like we should say our scores for the movies. I give Sinners 10 out of 10.
yeah, no, absolutely. Sinners is a 10 out of 10. It's just I think like I said, there's so many reasons why I give it a 10 out of 10. Because it just deserves it. I think there's so many aspects to the movie itself, to the context of its existence, right? That make it just such an interesting watch in general. And it just works really well as a movie by itself. Like it's just such a fun watch. I recommend it. Highly recommend it.
Yeah, and Tenet
And
is
then
also a 10 out of 10 for me.
Tenet, I would give it like an 8 out of 10. I have some gripes with it, but I think overall it is such a cool experience. I only recommend it as a group. What did I just say? As a group watch, get with your buddies and watch it drunk as hell. And I think you'll have a really good time with this movie. And any sci-fi weirdo, Wally would also have some fun with this one. I think this movie definitely has its niche, and if you're not into that, then you probably wouldn't get much out of this. But me personally, got a lot out of this one.
Yeah.
So, do you want to talk about what our next movie is going to be, Jayla?
It's
If you know what it is.
okay. Well, we haven't done like the poll thing yet. I'll do that in a moment. But
Oh yeah, I forgot.
it's
I
gonna be
forgot.
Until Dawn and Thunderbolts next because like Until Dawn was supposed to be this week, but I couldn't be able to watch it this week. But like Julian watched it, so like I'll watch it again. Not again, but like
Mhm.
you know.
I got some things to say about Until Dawn. Goofiest movie I've seen this year so far. That's the little preview I'll give. Yeah, it is a movie that is definitely a movie to watch not sober with friends. Oh my god.
Yeah. Otherwise, other movie stuff. I guess there's like weapons in the Smashing Machine trailer. That's cool.
Oh, so you want to talk about it?
Yeah, like a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, I watched both trailers. Weapons, I'm very fucking excited for. It's just I it's made by the guy who made Barbarian. I
Yeah.
mean, and in watching it, it's just so fucking weird, and it's like what? And yeah, that's exactly the same kind of sensation Barbarian gave me. Just a lot of excitement. I'm like scared, not that the movie is gonna be bad, but like this movie is gonna be freaky as hell. And I wanna watch it. I hear a lot of good things. Like apparently there was a bidding war between
Yeah,
Jordan
I just
Peele
saw that.
and yeah, and Jordan Peele apparently fired his managers for failing to get this movie. I don't know if that's true. That's based off of a tweet that I saw, so don't take my word for it. So yeah, I'm very much excited for this movie, and apparently, this is also based off of a tweet that I saw. But apparently, originally this movie was supposed to come out next year, but the test screenings have been so good that they pushed this movie forward to August. So that's really special to hear shit like that. Really tells you that this movie is going to bang.
Yeah.
I think,
Me,
yeah.
I'm not too sure about the movie. Like I was really excited at first, but like I think like more of like the trailer stuff I see, I was just like I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this, but I really hope I do because like it does have a lot of cool shit around it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I would say that if it's because of the trailer, once again, I would never trust the trailer to
I
tell
would
you
trust
whether
the
or not a
trailer
movie is going to
because I
be
see
good.
footage and it's like I'm a trailer. Yay!
What?
What? What?
What?
What?
Okay. Um,
Uh,
I don't know what you just said, but sure. Okay. And then Smashing Pumpkins? That's not what it was
no,
called. What was it called?
the Smashing Machine with Dwayne the Rock Johnson
Oh my
and Emily
god, I feel
Blunt.
so bad. Um,
Directed
I
by
don't really
Benny.
like.
Which Safdie was it? Was it John or Benny Safdie?
I
Forgot.
don't remember, but I will say this: I don't like The Rock as an actor, but I think this if The Rock if I was gonna find The Rock to be good in a movie, it would be this one. This is
Yeah,
literally his bread and butter. If he fails in this movie, then he's gonna. I don't know what to tell him, but I'm sure this movie's gonna be good. The trailer looked engaging enough. Like I think the concept itself seems fun, and A24 loves their wrestling biopics, so
hmm
um, yeah, I like the Iron Claw, so I'm assuming this one's gonna be good too.
yeah. I think it looks great. I think I would love Dwayne the Rock Johnson in it because I actually do like Dwayne for the most part as an actor because like I love Slot
What's your favorite Dwayne movie?
and Emily Blunt is also pretty cool.
Uh,
And
you just ignore my question. Yo,
it's like I
what's
don't
your
know like
favorite Dwayne movie?
I don't know. It's like probably like well, the Jumanji one that he was in. I think if I watched like some of his other movies, I think probably Pain and Gain would probably be that though,
Oh, okay, Jumanji's an interesting choice.
or Southland Tales. I bring like people love Southland Tales now.
Uh,
I need to watch that one too.
oh,
I guess there's also Fear Street Prom Queen. That's
um,
there.
it sure does look like a movie.
Yeah,
I honestly don't understand why, because the Fear Street trilogy was, a fun time, but I didn't think they were going to make many more of these because the way they ended it was very conclusive. You
I
can't
mean there
really
was
make
like
any
a
more out of
cliffhanger.
it
There was like kind of a cliffhanger of like someone's taking the book, but like I feel like they could have just
because
done like with like the past killers instead.
I guess we'll see. But I
Yeah,
don't particularly have too much hope for it. But I think it's going to be fun enough time to where I'll see it. I have Netflix, so I'll give it a watch.
I have a pirate site, so I will probably watch it.
Oh, Jayla. So before we end, we might as well shout out our stuff. I'll let you go first, Jayla, since this is your podcast.
Well, I'll be honest. It's both our podcasts, and
That is true. It was your idea, and you got everything. You set everything up.
yeah.
I feel
But
like it's fair that you get to set your things up first.
I'll put my channel in like my bio, but I don't really like post there anymore. We'll see if I ever do it again. But you can
Yeah,
shout out your stuff.
got it. Oh, you don't forget to mention your letterbox and
Oh my!
Twitter.
Oh yeah! My letterbox is sick fit with the ones instead of eyes, and also an underscore between syllables.
Noise. It'll be in the description down below. And as I mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, if it's even in the video, but I have a YouTube channel where I talk about all sorts of different things regarding either furries or I guess movies. I talk about a lot of different things. It's a very random, like whatever idea I have for the month or the week, I'll upload whatever I feel like. And then obviously I have a Twitter. I've been inactive recently because I recently got a second job. So I've been very busy with that. So I don't have time to go fight with people on Twitter. And then I also have a letterbox. I do use that frequently considering I watch a lot of movies nowadays. That'll be in the description below. I don't remember what the ads for both of them were, but if you want to hear my opinions on movies, you can go there. And my YouTube. Oh, I forgot to mention my YouTube channel name. It's Juju F. At the at is Juju Core. My bad. I can't believe I forgot. Dog. No. That's crazy. I gotta do that. Jayla.
What?
Did you end it?
Oh, I didn't end it yet. No. Oh, it's because
Oh, I'm like, I was silent and I was expecting you to say something.
okay. Let's say bye then.
Okay, let's say bye at the same time.
Okay. One,
Two,
two, three.
three.
Bye.
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 Amazing.